Hi. I know that the title of this little video clip might have surprised you, but I'd like to ask you, how good an arguer are you? Do you think you could do your arguing better? Before we go any further, I'd like you to just look at this little clip. It only lasts 20 seconds, and then we'll talk about it afterwards. I really like that film. I call it A Storm is Brewing, and I use it often in my work with couples and families to help them consider how they tend to argue. Let's think for a moment about not the beginning of the argument, but about the end. How do you think that young couple's argument is going to end? Is it going to be happy and healthy? Are they going to come to a new understanding with each other? Or there's going to be slammed doors and not speaking for ages? Because it's the end of an argument that's the most important, I think. And I'd like to ask you, how do your arguments tend to play out? How do they tend to end? Are you happy with the way it works? If so, keep on doing it. But maybe you'd like to think about doing it different in some way. And how might that be? It's my contention that when we're in the middle of our argument, we're so busy focusing on what we want to say to get our point across that we lose the ability to use these things on the side of our head and to listen to the other. Because if in the middle of an argument we can actually convey to the other that whilst we may not agree with them, at least we've heard their perspective, it can really make a huge difference. Hard as it might seem, I'm inviting you to consider listening to the perspective of the other and communicating that during an argument, to say very clearly that you hear what they are saying, that you can still hold your view, hold your opinion, but the power of saying, I understand from your perspective, ... and summarize just in a few sentences what the other is saying. That can lead to a really healthy argument.